What's up, everybody? It's your boy Roy, and I'm here with HotBoxTV. We got a special episode. I know they're all special. We keep saying that, but this one's crazy. We're in Las Vegas at the Champs Trade Show, the biggest counterculture trade show on the planet. Business to business, retailers, shops, distribution, and products. We're gonna go over some of the dopest stuff that we see, show you off some products that we think you will like, give you insight on the companies and everything else that you're looking for. So check us out, HotBoxTV. Let's get into the product. HotBoxTV, Champs Trade Show, back at it again. Gonna look at some glass. I, by chance, ran into a very, very talented, I think the energies were at work right there. It was like, you looking at me? No, are you looking at me? So Sir Pyro Glass is doing something that I've never seen. I've only been in the game so long, but I have not seen it here yet. And you're working on something in the competition, which is a body suit, correct?
It's a glass bondage rig. Wow. So it's a functional dab rig that incorporates shibari bondage into a full body corset rig piece, basically.
I know our fans love the bondage. I've followed them on Instagram. I see what they do, and I know they're gonna love that. But what I think is cool is like, and we even touched on, is like, it's changing the game. Like, that's something totally different. It's literally like a bodysuit, and we're gonna get some images of it. You're gonna check it out. It's amazing. I mean, like, what inspired that?
My love of the female form and, tying up ladies and how much they love it. I mean, you'd be amazed how many girls are willing to take their clothes off when you show up with a bag of rope. I mean,
yeah, a bag of rope. That's so funny. There's a lot that can be taken away from that bag of rope. If they're excited, man, all for it, all good.
Hey, consensually always, but
So, you told me, how long have you been doing glass, first of all?
I'm going into my 16th year. I started in 99.
99, from Los Angeles.
Yeah. I started in Oregon, actually. I first saw Darby Holm blowing glass in a bus in his yard back in, outside of small town Oregon. And changed my life, man. That next day I quit school, I quit cooking. I was like, I'm not going to culinary school anymore. I'm not being a chef. I'm going to be a glass blower. And I was 16, dude. I was like, that's it.
Everybody loved it, right?
That's
they
it.
were like, hey.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's like, don't do that. That's not a good idea. That's what I'm doing.
So 15 years in the game, what can you tell us about glass blowing and what it is now compared to when you started?
Oh, man. That's short answer.
Short answer.
The game has changed. I mean, dude, it's in 2006, it all turned upside down with pipe dreams. When everybody got busted, the big names got busted, and then all of us who were artists, nobody was buying art for a couple years. It was just like all of a sudden we were just out of work. We're making dildos and freaking cheap, production stuff and just trying to pay our bills, And then slowly but surely legalization happened, and now here we are. I mean, people are into art again. People are like, oh, I'll buy that. The cop's not gonna break it. I mean, shit, I just got pulled over yesterday and they found all my pieces in my car. They're like, why do you have 9 dirty pieces in your car? I'm like, I make them.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, cool, get out of here. Sweet.
So, I mean, now that you've kind of been through it all, seen it all, the ups and downs, I mean, what are you looking forward to the future of the industry?
Oh, man. It's sad to say it, as much as I'm an anti-mainstream kind of person, I'm actually looking forward to this industry going mainstream. I get excited now that instead of saying, when I say, I make, $2,000 plus pipes, people saying there's such a thing, to now people saying, hey, have you seen that documentary about pipes?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that actually.
The thing that I find that is interesting about the dynamic of glass blowing is everybody is their own company. I mean, it's literally, it's very weird to navigate, how do you know? And, it's art at the same time, so you can't really be too judgmental. I mean, how do you, what makes a piece so special? What is it about something that someone can judge a piece on to know the value?
That's a really tough question.
Sorry about that, man.
Yeah, no worries, dude.
To me.
That's a tough question, man. I mean, it's really how much time you put into it, how clean your work is.
Yes.
You know, and I mean, not to knock anyone, because I wouldn't put names out there on it, but like some people charge exorbitant amounts of money for sloppy work. And that blows my mind that they sell stuff. You know, I'm just like, how's that work? But
well,
then
everybody had to
you know,
start somewhere. I mean, did you charge day one? I mean,
no, but at the same time, that's the thing though, is like when you should charge for quality, right?
Yeah.
But when you see stuff that's not that high quality and you see a really high price on it, you're like, what's going on with that? That's not right.
Yeah.
And so it's variable, man. It all depends on, you know, who the artist is, who the retailer is, and, you know,
sales sometimes, how can you sell it?
Yeah, sometimes the market, the region. I mean, California is kind of a special place when it comes to that. You know, I mean, we've been ahead of the glass, you know, curve as far as like industrial distribution and manufacturing for a long time.
We talk to a lot of, you know, even the past few weeks, I've been talking to a lot of like, you know, newcomers. Like they've been blowing glass for like a year. They're in it. I mean, like what's your advice to someone that is just starting now and trying to understand on where their place is? Like how, you know, and then there's people who are very talented from day one too. Like what's your advice for these people?
To the talented, experienced glassblowers, quit doing production and start doing headies. They want it again.
Headies are
do it,
hot.
man. Bring
Headies
it back.
Hot, yeah.
Do your art again.
Headies are back.
Give up the bullshit and come back with your art, man. Because there's some amazing artists that have been doing this for a long time, and we stopped. Like I wasn't doing art for 3 years.
Wow.
You know, and we had to pay bills because art wasn't selling.
Let me see. You showed me that one piece. It's kind of like a ray gun. Can you bring that one over and show us? This is really hot. Probably one of my favorite. I seen this from across the show. I was like, oh, this.
This is my my Klein recycler ray gun.
That's insane, dude. I'm very, very impressed.
All pink slime, and yeah, pretty badass function, you know.
Yeah, you said just one recycler?
Yeah, it's a Klein recycler.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So just for those that don't know, what makes a Klein recycler? What is that exactly?
It's internal recycler function. So it's actually got the recycler functions inside of the piece instead of separately and externally. So the recycling chamber is on the top instead of on the side.
Now, is it named Klein for a specific reason? Or
Quave started doing them, and they started calling them Kleins. And I mean, we all started kind of like, hey, that's an awesome design. That functions really well, you know. And like the industry goes, a good design goes around, you know.
How do people get a hold of you and get to see your glass so they can buy it?
My website is sirpyroglass.com, and you can get a hold of me through there. You can email, text, phone call, whatever, directly through Instagram, Sir Pyro Glass on Instagram.
I'm sold. I mean, if you like heady glass, like I love everything I see. We'll definitely get some footage for you guys. You know, put all the information up. Grab a piece. If you're into heady, you're trying to collect some true art from someone who's been doing it for a long time, someone that you obviously, you know, knows what they're doing, and it's a novelty, man. I mean, grab it. HotBoxTV, Sir Pyro Glass.